Hey, and welcome to this. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna call it series, but we're gonna build an app. I want to build a fitness app, like a fitness tracker app. I used Repcon before. Well, I'm just using Repcon for now, and it's nice, it's okay, but I kind of want to have my own app. Okay, starting out, so we have to create a plan first, right? We can't just start programming because I had a problem where I just started coding right away, and then like midway half through I found out that there were problems that I didn't know how to solve. I had a bad approach to solving problems. So in this project I just want to spend more time researching all the stuff that I need for this project and start slow, I guess. So I actually started writing out some questions, finding out some resources before, and writing down some requirements that I need for this app, or I think I need for this app. So, first questions are like, how will I save user info? For every user that is logged into my app, I need to create some kind of user sessions where they can save their own data. Like every user that's logged into my app, they need to be able to save their own workouts. Create workouts, save workouts, or some kind of statistic or graph that shows how they're performing the gym. I mean, something like that. The next question is, do I need a login or other alternatives? I think that's a really bad question actually, because I kind of need to log in. There might be some other alternatives instead of just using your Gmail for login. For example, you can just use the app without the login, and if it's saved in, I don't know, the phone cache, or I don't know if there's something like that exists, but some kind of that idea. After some research, I think that I'm going to use Flutter as a frontend, obviously, but I'm going to use Firebase as a backend. This stack is quite popular, and I've worked with Firebase before, and it has a lot of nice tools to work with. So I think it's gonna be my end solution. One thing I also ask myself is how I'm gonna structure my app, like how I'm gonna use the business logic, how I'm gonna check my services and all the stuff, how I'm gonna manage my state. I think I found a really interesting architecture. It's called Stacked, and Stacked has some really interesting solutions to these questions, like state management, services, and etc. Okay, then I also found like a tutorial about stacks. It's gonna be really interesting because I haven't built big app in Flutter before without a stack. So I'm just gonna dive in and learn on the go, I guess. I need to think about what my app has to do, so some basic functionality. I want to have a quick start screen. So a basic screen where you just see all your workouts, you just tap on it and just goes. I just want to open the app, click on it and just go. I just don't want to have too many clicks on it. I don't think that's a good user experience. Now I need to be able to say weight, workout specific, add custom exercises, add a timer between the sets, show a log of workouts to see to progress, or you see like how often you actually work out in the past. I want to implement Google Auth. I think I want to primarily work with Gmail login. I'm going to use Firestore as a database, and I want to use Firebase Performance to see how my app performs. I don't know if this is necessary, but I wrote it down, and if I implement it in the future, I can, I guess. So this is like some basic stuff that I wrote down after some research. It can change, and I'm sure it will change. Now, the next step after this is, for me, I want to sketch out a basic layout of the app. Like I want to think about all the screens I'm gonna use and the widgets that they're gonna have. Okay, right now I sketched out a rough outline of the app design. So it's on paper, it doesn't look really good, but I'm not a designer, but it should do the work for now. I'm gonna have a login screen, a quick start screen, some log, a create workout screen. I know it's empty right now, but I don't really know how I'm gonna use the text field right now. I'm just gonna, I just did a quick outline, I guess. Then I have a workout screen where I'm gonna show all the workouts, and I have a timer screen. And I'm not really sure if I want to have like a full screen with the timer, or just, the timer is gonna be a widget in the workout screen. But I'm gonna think about that later. For now, I'm okay with this design. I know it doesn't look really good, but I'm gonna improve it in the future. It's just a rough skeleton for me. The next step in this process was thinking about how I actually gonna design the screens. I thought about all the screens that I'm gonna need, but now I just want to go in more detail, like how's it gonna look, what kind of functionality do I need. And I opened a new Google Docs and I just wrote down all the screens that I need for now. Of course, they all can change in the future, and I'm sure they're gonna change. What I did basically for the design part is I went to Pinterest and Dribbble and just looked for designs that I thought were really nice and I might implement in my app. And then I just wrote down some basic functionality that I'm gonna need for each of the screens. So now I spent some time researching the project, and the thing is, since I don't have that much knowledge in Flutter and building projects in general, I really don't know what I don't know. I think I'm just gonna start writing the app, and I'm gonna have some problems here and there in the future, I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna adjust the plan while doing it. So the next step actually is just coding, starting, I guess.